Alright, welcome to the Tucson Bicycle Classic Circuit Race, Men's Cat 4. Coming into the day, I'm third overall, and, well, I didn't feel so great. I thought I felt fine, thought I slept well, but once I got on the bike, I was in for a rough day, and it was a long day for me. Anyway, the circuit race is 6 laps, and here we are on the what I call the backside. We're about to come through the feed zone, and there's some steep rollers, and that's where the race really was the hardest for me. This is the most technical of the turns, and I just wanted to show you the turn because later I use that turn to basically, what I think, save my race. Here we come into this is still the first lap. We're coming into the last turn, and there was almost 60 guys in our race, and I just wanted to be up front just so I could get a feel for it with the cones, and I know the curb over on the right side could be a little sketchy, and thanks to Damian Alexander for that great picture. Anyway, this clip's in here only because the guy right in front of me, my buddy Gabe, won the state championship Cat 4 criterium this past weekend, so he and I started racing at the same time, and I'm super happy for him, super proud of him. I know that it's got to be a great feeling for him, so congrats, Gabe. So here we are coming down the backside of the race, going into the last right turn, and the road's rough. This was the easy part of the race, so the group really would swell, and it was pretty sketchy over there. Anyway, coming into the right-hand turn right here, I am just feeling awful. This is the preem lap, and there are some time bonuses for the winner. And my game plan for the day was to attack after this lap. I had some people that were going to come with me if I attacked, but it just was not in the cards for me. I'm just drifting to the back, hoping to, I know I can hang on with. There's people that are in this group that I know I can hang on with, but anyway, so I come up, we take the right-hand turn, and here we are. I'm in a bad spot, and I'm left to try to reel in this stuff all by myself. But what I did is, like I'm supposed to do, going up the steeper parts, just take it easy, and then as I crest the hill, stand up, get a little speed and momentum going, and then just kind of roll up on the group nice and patiently. If you're a big fat boy like me, that's how you do it. You don't blow yourself up on the inclines. You just get some momentum going over the top and kind of take it easy and reel them in. And besides, it always somewhere on this road right before the right-hand turn, this is what happened every time. It would just swell, people would slow down. I don't know if they're catching their breath or strategizing for the rollers through the feed zone that's coming up here, but regardless, whatever the case, that's what happened every time. So here in front of me is my buddy Rafa. This past weekend, he won the Nogales Bicycle Classic 114-mile race, which is absolutely brutal. So that is a true accomplishment. Congratulations, Rafa. Now, for some reason, right here, this is the 4th lap, my teammate Rich gets on the front and just drills it. I don't know what he was doing, but he certainly animated the race, and made it pretty hard for people. So he made it about halfway up before they decided that's enough, and they caught him and did whatever. So I was positioned a little smarter though, and more towards the front, because the race is getting close to the end. We got a lap and a half left, or lap and 3/4, and so much easier being up front because you just reel everything in. Now this guy right here, number 450, he's a mountain biker, and like some mountain bikers that are transitioning to the road, they're a little twitchy, and he was making me nervous all weekend, and I just had a feeling that I needed to be in front of him, and I needed to be close to the front because some moves were going to happen, and right here, I was in a good position, just got lucky. I have one instinct, and that's for when to be on the front, or near the front. So anyway, it was pretty quick there for a little while, and then I don't know, whoever was doing the attacks got tired, and we kind of swell up as a group. And we're getting ready to pass this guy on the right. He was just out for an afternoon ride, and as soon as we do, that guy in the green, number 450, crashed out. I don't know whose fault it was, but he was involved in a crash, and unfortunately, one of the El Grupo kids, the guy that was supposed to be their man for the day, got hurt pretty bad. So it was really unfortunate. Hate to see that. So if you notice, going into the right-hand corner, we slow down quite a bit. And this is the second to last time through the corner. We slow down a lot, and it gets punchy afterwards. But this backside, this side going east, is easy for me. I have no trouble hanging on here. Here we are coming up the hill for the second to last time. And I just need to stay positioned towards the front. I'm not feeling very good. I know that I'm not feeling like I can win the stage, so at this point I'm just hoping to hold on to my podium spot. Again, I'm just staying near the front. This El Grupo kid doesn't like that I won't come through, but they have like 1,000 riders in the race. That's what it felt like anyway. So I'm not doing any work for these guys. So no way. Sorry, not pulling through. Eventually another one comes through, another one of the El Grupo kids, and sets the tone of the pace pretty high. And from about here until the end of the race, it's tough. Here we are coming up on the feed zone again, and yeah, they hit it pretty hard. They hit it pretty hard here. They put me in more than a spot of trouble coming up some of these little punchy hills, which is kind of interesting. I mean, it just speaks to the fact I was really not feeling good, because these short kind of hills are what I'm good at, but I was just hurting. I mean, I was doing okay here, and then I kind of lose my momentum. Somebody drops a water bottle. I have to scrub off some speed, and even before that, though, as you can see, there's a gap, and I couldn't respond. I couldn't follow it. Right here's coming up is the water bottle in the road, and yeah, there it is, and it rolls, and I can't believe I missed it, but I did. But that kind of got in my head, and now I'm watching these guys go, and I'm thinking, oh man, there goes my race. But I just stay patient. I know that once this flattens out, I feel confident I can catch them coming down the hill. I can probably scrub some time off going into the corner. And as it turns out, going into the corner, I did a pretty good job Gabe and I did a really good job just using that corner, going into it real fast and braking very late to basically reel him in. So Gabe comes up the front, and he wants he knows he doesn't want to lose sight of that group, and I'm just not able to catch him. And at the time, I can't see my heart rate, but it is not going down. I'm not pedaling, and it is still up there. And that's what I could feel that at the time, but I just was not recovering. This was my 6th day out of 10 racing in the heat. Today wasn't hot. We started pretty early, but I was pretty well cooked, before we even started the race. It was a rough day. Anyway, I'm real happy just to let Gabe roll us down the hill. And normally this would be my job going down the hill, catching people, but I was not feeling so good. And here we are coming up on the turn. You can see they're slowing down a lot, and we brake real late and go through that turn much more quickly than before. And from here, it's just 5 to 10 seconds of not much work, just a little bit of work, and then we're in contact again. And so I was pretty happy with how I'm learning how to handle corners better. So that makes me happy. Last thing we've got, we're going to take the right-hand turn, and here's the bunch finish for the sprint. I come in 10th. I just wanted a group finish. I thought that doing so would keep me in 3rd position. Turns out with time bonuses, and I guess there was a small gap at the front. That's what the officials said. I didn't see it, but either way, I wasn't in the position to prevent that from happening. So regardless, I ended up dropping from 4th to 3rd by like 0.6 of a second. So that was frustrating, but I got out of TBC what I wanted, and that was some race experience. I'm racing into shape, and and I feel like I was really happy with how I did the time trial on day one. So all smiles here. Super glad the race was over because I was hurt. Anyway, I'll just let you finish watching the rest of the sprint here to the finish, and thanks for watching. If you have any comments, please leave them, and please subscribe. Thanks again.